Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Marquette Golden Eagles Dynasty here on NCAA Football 14. Today we're in Morgantown, West Virginia, taking on the number 20 West Virginia Mountaineers. Marquette debuts in the top 25 for the first time this season at number 25. So a battle of ranked teams here. The first ranked team we're going to face this season. And we're 5-0. A good win last week, 13-3 over UW in what was a defensive pitching duel, we'll call it. Now here for a tough road matchup, the Mountaineers, a very good home team. Always a good environment here in Morgantown. A 2-2 start though for West Virginia after 2 straight losses to open the year, but they've since responded with back-to-back wins. Just 2 years removed from a Big 12 championship, as Dana Holgorsen has had a lot of success leading this team over the past few years. West Virginia defers, and they're going to give us the ball here to start as we're not underway from Morgantown. Robert Williamson going to take this out. Let's see if we can capitalize here on an early chance. Good blocking. Williamson, a good read there, busted to the outside and works it up to the 34. Starting running back and starting kick returner, Dusty Alexander, still sidelined. He was supposed to play this week, but recovering from broken ribs, still out. Now the first play will go to Mario McBride, and just 3 yards up the middle. Now, episode 65 of this series, just breezing along here, squeezing in at least one more season before college football 25. Now, Craig Jones gets a shot as he gets ahead for 4 yards. I suppose I will just go ahead and commit to at least 6 seasons. I mean, definitely could go beyond that, but when the new game does release, I think I'll take a little bit to get acclimated, feel it out before, starting up a serious dynasty. Of course, we're going to go with a low-level program in the new game. Now 3rd and 3. Jones in motion. Walker takes the snap. Going to drop back. Try to go for Craig Jones. Good coverage there from West Virginia as they force a 3 and out. Marquette fails to capitalize on good field position to start after a decent return from Robert Williamson. Now Eddie Stevens on for the punt. Kicking against 9-mile-per-hour winds, as that'll be fair caught at the 12. And here's Wendell Smallwood, future draft pick of the Philadelphia Eagles, leads this backfield for the Mountaineers. Dana Holgorsen leads an air raid attack here for the Mountaineers, so we'll see a lot of nickel dime 4-2-5 in this one. And a big play from Antonio Carr right away as he crashes into the backfield and takes down Smallwood for a 3-yard loss. Antonio Carr pretty silent as of late. Had a huge game earlier in the season. What was it, 8 tackles, 4 or 5 for a loss, and 3 sacks in that game. Not much since. Now Williams back to pass. Nothing open. Good coverage from Marquette. He has to throw that one away. Now 3rd and 13. West Virginia backed up inside the 10. Michael Williams under center, a freshman quarterback, as he does find a man over there. Steven Anderson, it deflects and intercepted by Aaron Clark. And he's taken down by a face mask. I've never seen a play like that before. That was Anderson, the wide receiver, hit off his hands, and Eric Clark caught it on the ricochet for the interception. You can't make that up. So we'll take another look at it. Williams from the shotgun. We were manning Chris Carter up here, and we were checking down below for Smallwood, and a good read by Williams, as instead he'll go back over here for Anderson. Hits off his hands, and it's like kicked by Mark Henry or something. He like knees it all the way over to Aaron Clark. And Aaron Clark intercepts it for his 2nd of the season. Unreal result. We'll take that bounce. Now Marquette takes over from the 14, excuse me. That is just surreal. Walker takes the snap. We'll go back inside for Chill. Just spins off a man, and he'll work that ahead for 10 yards, 2nd and inches. So last week, Ohio State lost for just the 2nd time throughout the course of this series. 59-1 in the last 5 years entering that one. Now Jeff Harris, the fullback, gets ahead for the 1st down. So South Carolina now number 1 in the nation, and I saw they won this week, so they'll stay in that spot more than likely. Now 1st and goal. We'll go with the read option. Walker hit hard, but does hang on to the ball. That looks like a fumble opportunity. A good hit there by the defensive back. I think that was a DB. 2nd and goal. Army was also number 3 this week. I saw they lost to Mississippi State. Virginia Tech at number 2, currently trailing ECU. 2nd and goal now. Walker takes the snap. Rolls to the right. And Kevin Coleman will take that in for the touchdown. As we've seen so much in this series, he was in the back of the end zone, kind of broke the route off, kind of stopped running. We manned him and able to see him end his route there. You got to keep that one going towards the sideline, but luckily we do get the touchdown. Greg Walker already eclipsing last year's total, I believe, for touchdown passes, and this is only game 6. And I'll get a studio update. As like I mentioned, Army falls for the first time this season. Mississippi State 31-24. Greg Bryant there, the transfer from Notre Dame at running back, 170 yards and a touchdown. Other action, ECU currently leading Virginia Tech by 3. Tennessee beats number 5 Auburn 44-27, and Georgia Tech number 12 beats number 11 Notre Dame. So we have a matchup with Notre Dame and Auburn later this season. They each lose today. We had a fun game against Tennessee a couple episodes back, down 13-0 at Neyland Stadium, and came back to win. And now the kickoff here. Shorts will knee it. Thought he was going to take it out. West Virginia will take over from the 25. And before West Virginia takes back over on offense, we'll take a look at their impact players, starting with true freshman Michael Williams, 78 overall quarterback, not an athlete, 90 throw power, 85 accuracy, so a perfect fit in this air raid scheme. Projects to be a freshman All-American, 8 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. So, we got to exploit his youth here today, and we'll see how he responds after that bad bounce to start. In the backfield, we saw Wendell Smallwood, 92 overall, 91 speed, 95 acceleration, 96 trucking, 93 vision, and 91 stiff arm. Everything else there in rushing pretty much low to high 80s. Only 200 yards this season, but 5.7 yards per carry, as he did miss a few weeks to start the year. 10 touchdowns last season. The receiving core is led by Daikiel Shorts, who we just saw in that kickoff. 92 overall, 93 speed, 95 acceleration, 89 catch, 87 in traffic, 86 spec catch, and decent with the ball in his hands. So far this season, just a smidge under 15 yards per catch, but 5 touchdown receptions, already eclipsing last year's total. At tight end, maybe the best player on their team, and you'll see why here very shortly. 86 overall, very good athlete at 6'5", 253. Tony Moore with 85 speed, 83 acceleration, 91 catching, 86 route running. The blocking not as good, but in an air raid scheme, you want him out as a pass catcher more so of the time. 82 release, 84 break tackle. And look at his production as a true freshman last year. 84 catches for 1168, 14 touchdowns. This year, not as high of a pace, but still averaging 15.4 over 300 yards. On the offensive line, left tackle Corey Washington, only 1 sack given up in his third year as a starter, that coming this season. 90 overall, 6'3", 271 with 99 acceleration, 70 speed, agility, 95 pass block, 86 run block, 84 strength. At left guard, there's Gerald Price, 83 overall junior. More of a pass blocker as well with good impact. At center, there's Josh Rhodes, 6'3", 326. Right guard, Matt Rowland. And at right tackle, Marcel Lazard, an All-American from last year, or a preseason All-American rather, 92 overall, 96 acceleration, 92 pass block, 91 run block, 88 impact with 91 strength. So West Virginia, maybe the best tackle tandem we'll see all season, each at least 93 overall. Led by a freshman quarterback here, Michael Williams from the shotgun. As he gets a man over there by the sideline, it's Harris, as he's forced out by Williamson. Now 2nd and 5, Williams takes the snap. And he's going to throw that one away. Good coverage from Marquette. 3rd and 5, we're going to man Carter here against Moore, that tight end we talked about. And they do find him. We just a smidge off, and a good read there by Williams. Williams trying to get in a little rhythm here to start the game after the interception. Now he's a man over the middle. That's Harris, as Antonio Carr there for the big hit, 2nd and 2. We're going to send the free safety here on a blitz, try and get after Williams a little bit. And he's going to keep Chris Carter is shaken off, and then Jerry Jones there to bring him down in the backfield. 3rd and 4 on the keep. 3rd and 4 here, West Virginia from the 46-yard line. More than halfway through this first quarter now. Williams takes the snap. And he has Shorts there. Williamson playing a little too far off. And a good route there from Shorts to get open and get the first down. Purdue, the team to beat #1 Ohio State last week. They're currently up on Rutgers 14-0. Williams will keep again. Shakes a man off, and Jake Witherspoon brings him down 2 yards. 2nd and 8 now from the 40. Tony Moore in motion. Williams to pass. Breaks it, avoids a sack, and then fumbles. The offensive lineman Washington picks it up and takes it ahead. I'm not sure what the swing was there on the yardage. And a few weeks back, and Carr beat his man there as well, along with Witherspoon. Carr was the man who got home, but a few weeks back, we forced like 3 fumbles against Charles Smiley of Tennessee, but the offensive line for the Volunteers recovered every single one. Now 3rd and 9. Corey Washington, the left tackle, picked that up and got ahead. I did outline a very good athlete there at left tackle for the Mountaineers. And now Anderson finds a soft spot there. We had 2 guys there in coverage, and Williams hit his man. I think that was Derek Perkins, the true freshman, and Williamson there. Neither of them could track that throw. Now 1st and 10 inside the red zone. Williams to pass. And have a man over the middle. That's Newberry. And a big hit from Kevin Davis. 2nd and 5. Williams showing some good strength and toughness there, standing tall in the pocket. But when he needs to run, he does. Newberry, he'll get another hit there. Another 5 yards. Now 1st and goal. 1st and goal. Williams from the shotgun. They're going to throw. And Newberry makes the catch. He gets into the end zone. We were manning Henry there in man coverage. A step late. Thought we might be able to jump that route. As you see, Henry arrives there a step late as West Virginia knots it up here. A good response from the freshman. And now we'll get another studio update. A very active week so far in college football. As ECU, I forget they upset a very good team earlier in the season. And now up 5 on #2 Virginia Tech. Now Kevin Davis on for the kick return. As West Virginia had a man just running free there. A good hit. Kevin Davis stopped at the 15. Now we'll take a look at the West Virginia impact players on defense. Starting with Clayton Jones at right end. A true senior at 92 overall. 77 speed. Although the acceleration and agility dip. Only 53 awareness. But the rest of his traits all in the 90s for the most part. 90 strength and tackle. 94 power move. 95 finesse. 93 block shed, 93 hit power, 5.5 sacks last year, the best D lineman on this West Virginia team. We're up against another very good tandem of D ends, and there's Marvin Gross on the left side at 89 overall, better athlete with 84 speed acceleration, 82 agility, and 91 finesse move, 86 block shed, 90 pursuit, 85 hit power. At middle linebacker, there's 6'2", 261, and he's 93 speed, 95 acceleration, 88 agility. Darian Howard, one of the best linebackers in the nation, 94 overall, 99 awareness, 91 tackle, 96 play rec, only 66 block shed, very low for a linebacker, but 91 pursuit, 91 hit power. The coverage rating's not that great, so a very good athlete here at linebacker, but a little raw in some phases. Leading the secondary is Malik Greaves, 6'2", 210 free safety, 96 overall, 90 speed, 95 acceleration, 96 zone with 89 man, very good coverage safety, 92 play rec, not bad tackling either with 82 and 79 hit power, and then 99 pursuit. On the season already 3 interceptions, 1 for a pick 6, and 2 pass deflections. And I will pick it back up. Marquette at the 15. Looks like that linebacker on the right side probably going to be blitzing, so we might just have to dump it off quick for Jeff Harris leaking out in the flat. The linebacker doesn't rush though. We had Jack Mason a little late on that read, though. We got Coleman again, and a big catch for Coleman as he brings that to the 50, another 35 yards already with a touchdown. Coming into year 5, our offensive identity has always been run the rock, but this season we've passed more than ever, and it's been a lot of fun. It's been a lot of fun when you're not throwing interceptions, as McBride will take that for 3. Only 2 interceptions from Greg Walker so far this season. Really taking care of the football. Only 2 turnovers altogether for this Marquette offense. Now 2nd and 7. Walker takes the snap. West Virginia blitzes Try to go across field for Childress, and I'm kind of happy that just got away. Probably, I think I had a better read over the middle. Kind of panicked, though. 3rd and 7. We'll go inside post here. I think Terry might break free towards the sideline. Walker takes the snap. Again, going to roll to the right. And we can't get it off for Terry, who was breaking out. And this West Virginia front kind of all over us on that drive. We had that nice hit to Coleman, but otherwise really nothing going on that one. Now Stevens on for another punt. A few good ones last week. One down at the 4, if I recall correctly. This one, though, poor angle off the side of the foot. And that won't swing the field position much. Not a good kick there from Stevens. West Virginia takes over at the 26. Fresh off a good touchdown drive. Williams, a delay give there for Smallwood. Smallwood breaks it to the right side, works to the 40 after a 15-yard gain. First down, Williams takes the snap. Go for his man there at Shorts. And Chris Carter getting there to disrupt it. Now 2nd down. 2nd and 10, 1:11 remaining in the first. Williams to throw. Saw that coming. Anderson a nice in and out. Breaks the tackle. And then brought down after 6 yards. Now 3rd and 4. Goes zone blitz here in this 4-2-5. There's more in motion. Williams to pass. And Jones out there in coverage in that set. Tony Moore going to win that battle. There is a flag, though. It's going to be a hold. And this one's coming back. A big penalty there that wipes out a 1st down. Now 3rd and 14. And that was Wendell Smallwood, the running back. Williams making another adjustment there at the line. Sits in the pocket, plenty of time. And from the blind side, he doesn't sense that pressure coming behind. And that's Jerry Jones in for the sack, forcing the 4th down. Just kept pursuit there. An extended play, good coverage downfield, and Williams couldn't pull the trigger. And now Jackson on for the punt. I think just a 69 overall punter, but a preseason All-American. Now 7 seconds remaining, at least in the Big 12. Kevin Davis will take that. Another good return for our special teams. That went to the 41. One more play left in the first. Craig Jones, the lone back. And they'll fake as Walker keeps on the read option. A good run that time. He gets across midfield for the 1st down, and that will bring us to the 2nd quarter. We capitalized before a touchdown pass to Kevin Coleman off the Aaron Clark interception. The West Virginia offense responds quite well, and I think it's going to be a nice back-and-forth game. 1st down at the West Virginia 47 to start the 2nd quarter. Walker directly under center. Childress in motion. Walker takes the snap. And we have Childress, a quick check down there. That goes for 7. 2nd and 3. And they'll give to McBride. Strong run up the middle. Gets 4 yards and a 1st down. 1st and 10 now. Walker, another drop back. They bring pressure. We'll dump that off for Childress. And another good catch there. Catch and run from Doug Childress. 15 yards. Now his 3rd of the day. Childress only an 83 speed at receiver, but he can get going a little bit after the catch. Now Craig Jones, the lone back. 1st down. Walker takes the snap. Now we'll dump that off for Craig Jones, leaking out of the backfield. And Jones will take that for 9. Greg Walker entered this week as the 31st leading passer in the nation. And that's by far the highest we've been on that leaderboard so far. 2nd and 1 will go back to McBride. Good blocking up front as he gets 5 down to the 7. 1st and goal. Now Craig Jones checks into the game. Like the numbers there in the box, but couldn't find a gap as we lose one. Now 2nd and goal. Now Marquette from the 7. We usually go Z spot. Now we're going to go with X spot. Walker takes the snap. Forced that in for Coleman through a tight window. A risky pass from Walker, but he and Coleman, they came in the same recruiting class, and they've had a good rapport so far this season. Now 3rd and goal from the 1. Then we're going to try and pound it in. The formation we throw out there does have Craig Jones, although I do prefer McBride in this spot. Craig Jones gets the give, and he's held out. So at the goal line, I think we'll give it another shot. Now in our goal line formation, 3 tight ends, a fullback. We'll bring in Michael James at running back. Haven't seen him in a few weeks. He's really faded in this backfield as he does find the end zone here, and Marquette takes the lead. Michael James, only his 4th carry of the season, I think he had 99 last year and just a running back by committee, but we've really been leaning on McBride and Craig Jones as they're far and away the better backs. James does have a skill set, as a power back, but McBride even a little bit better in that capacity. Now 14-7, we'll get another studio update. And ECU now more than doubling the lead of Virginia Tech, only 12 minutes left, and it looks like the Pirates are going to take down the number 2 team in the nation. Now Stevens on for the kickoff, and that would be something if last week the Buckeyes fell, and then this week Virginia Tech falls. Army also fell to number 3 team, so I think now South Carolina would be number 1, and I think Oregon would go from 4 to number 2. The West Virginia offense back out there seeing if they can answer. Williams takes the snap. Just check that down for his tight end Moore, and Tony Moore takes that for a first down, 11 yards. We're going to go 2-man under here. Our man coverage has actually held up quite well so far in this game. Williams takes the snap. Go over the middle, not so much there as Harris. A step on Clark over the middle, 15 yards, another first down. Smallwood in motion. And they're going to fake it to him. Williams, a quick throw off the fake. And Harris, an easy drop there, second down. 2nd and 10. And Williams will fake. And then dump that off for Lawson, and an unnecessary face mask from Bobby Price. And that'll give him 15 and a first down. Now West Virginia at the 33. 14-7, 4:30 remaining in this half. And Williams will keep a quick one there for Harris, and a big hit from Bobby Price, patrolling the middle there. 2nd and 5 as West Virginia will hurry back. Let's go cover 2 here. They've been doing a good job at mixing, outside boundary passes with passes on the inside. Williams another drop back. And you just find Anderson again over the middle, and Steven Anderson a first down. 1st and 10, Williams takes the snap. We couldn't really get adjusted, but luckily he just tosses that one out. 2nd and 10 from the 20. Williams another drop back. And almost hit there. I think that might have been Johnson or Carr on the pressure as he has to throw another one away. Now 3rd and 10, 4:01 remaining in this first half. Williams takes another snap. Gonna just dump it off there for Tony Moore, the tight end. That gets 5. And we'll see what they elect to do here from the 15. And they will just put out the field goal unit here for a 32-yard attempt to bring it to a 14-10 game. The kick is up, and that does get in there. So 14-10 now. A good drive put together by the Mountaineers, although it does stall out. A good hold from Marquette. And now Williamson, another chance for a return here as he takes that from his own 2. Again, we'll break it up the sideline as he works to the 33. Another good return from the junior corner. And now Marquette takes over at the 33. As we'll set up a screen for Kevin Coleman. He's been fairly active in this one. That one just goes for 3 yards. Coleman at 4 catches, 46 yards, and a touchdown. Now 2nd and 7. And Walker keeps. Good blocking develops as he finds a lane. And Greg Walker, another good run on the keep, 11 yards. Now 3 tight ends on the field. As the JUCO transfer Mike George in motion, hasn't had many snaps so far this season. A good rush up the middle for McBride. Gets ahead for 7, showing some good burst. We go with Dagger here, but I think we'll put Watkins on an out. Looks like that outside linebacker might be blitzing the safety very far off. Let's just put Mason as a blocker to help out there. And the linebacker does run Craig Watkins wide open. Good read there from Greg Walker, and Watkins 7 yards and a first down. Walker 9 out of 12, 94 yards. And that touchdown. Again, 3 tight ends on the field. As we'll give another one here from Michael James. Only gets 1 up the middle. 2nd and 9 now. A minute and a half remaining. Walker takes the snap. We have Jack Mason over the middle. And was that batted at the line, or did Walker just throw that right into the dirt? Missed opportunity there. We had Mason wide open for the first down. Now 3rd and 9 will come out empty. Walker does take the snap. They're going to send a little pressure. We'll try and get Terry downfield to throw way off. But luckily just incomplete. No defender home there. And now from the 37, they are telling us to go for it. I don't really know if I like this look. I think Terry on a slant maybe, although the linebacker might be home. But yeah, offensive coordinator Bobby Goss telling us to go for it here. But I don't like this. We're going to just try and pin him back a little bit. Play it a little more conservative than usual. You never want to punt from your opponent's 37, but We do have faith in Eddie Stevens to pin him back a little bit. There you go, sky kick more so. Do have 9-mile-per-hour winds to the right. Oh no, off the back foot again. Oh no, that was awful. I'm not sure where that went to. Let's see. It's not getting ahead to the 25. So 12-yard punt. You love to see it. We'll say the wind and this Morgantown atmosphere getting to Eddie Stevens a little bit. Shankopotamus, now 118 for the Mountaineers. Williams, time to throw, and Chris Carter defends the pass there. Can't come down with the interception, though. Second down now. Williams to pass. And he has his tight end, Tony Moore, there. And that's across the 50, forced out by Mark Henry. And a big hit for the West Virginia offense. Tony Moore now up to 57 receiving yards. Now the Mountaineers across midfield at the 44, just 109 remaining. All their timeouts. Williams takes the snap. He has Williams there, and we read it with Carter. We broke on that one, but just couldn't get home in time. Another catch for Moore, that one for 7. 2nd and 3 now, 1:05 left. That's Moore in motion. And Williams will pass. He has a man there, Harris, and 2 guys right over the middle with him, but couldn't keep stride. Another catch for West Virginia now. A minute left as they take a timeout. West Virginia now at the 30. 1st and 10, 1 minute left. 14-10 ball game. And they'll dump that off for Fogel, one of the backup running backs. And a man missed there. I'm not sure who that was, crashing down. Missed on the pass deflection, trying to get a hand in. And he gave it all to give up the big play. Now, West Virginia from the 12. When we had the ball, we were kind of hoping we can go down, drain the clock, and get a scoring drive before half, but this might be worst case scenario. West Virginia now putting a drive together. And they'll dump that one off for Carter. I'm sorry, for Smallwood, as Carter draws the ball loose on a big hit. And Marquette takes over. Great way to turn the tide. Smallwood only 2 touches so far. And Carter almost had an interception a few plays back, but this time making up and creating a turnover on his own there with the forced fumble. We haven't had many big hit forced fumbles. We've had some against the quarterback. You know, they don't have the best ball security, but that time Carter, a huge hit, jarring the ball free. You know, Greg Walker, another keep, and he'll get 5. Now 2nd and 5, just going to go with another run here. As we give to Craig Jones spin, finds a little gap there up the middle, 3rd and 3. And I think with that, we'll just take it into halftime. Marquette up 14-10. In what's been a competitive back-and-forth game. A crucial turnover there from West Virginia. As you know, they were set to take the lead, maybe get a field goal. But either way, they do get the ball at halftime. So a big swing as they fail to get points there. Now -2 in the turnover differential. Marquette continuing to jump up in that category. I think now +7 on the season collectively. A good 14-10 half of play here from Morgantown. A very good environment for football here in the fall. A nice night. You love an October night game. Kevin Coleman, a touchdown reception. And I think the other touchdown was Michael James, right? His 2nd of the season, I believe. Coleman and Childress coming alive in the passing game. Our running game struggling to find their footing a bit, but I think as it goes on, McBride, Jones, they'll get some big plays. Chris Carter, a huge hit there. And that forced fumble proving the difference at this point. And now Stevens on for the kickoff to get things going here in the 3rd quarter. West Virginia just under 200 passing yards there in the first half. 193 from the freshman Michael Williams. As good coverage there on the coverage unit on the kickoff. As that's Jonathan Leak, a redshirt freshman on the stop. Last week in recruiting, we got our first 2 commits of the season. We'll get another update after this game, hoping to get a couple more. A dump off there for Tony Moore and Chris Carter on the stop. Now 2nd and 4. Go with the corner Fox blitz here from Kenny Johnson out there. Will man Bobby Price out there in that zone. And they'll go with a quick screen there for Moore. Kenny Johnson was chipped there. And they do get 3 now, 3rd and 2. Williams now over 200 passing yards. We'll go over Storm Brave here, bring a little pressure. Tony Moore might have some space there, though. And that is just tossed out of bounds, so 3 and out to start the second half. And Marquette defense standing strong. The Marquette defense gets their job done, forcing a 3-and-out. Now the offense takes over at the 21. Walker to pass. Rolls to the right, nothing open. We have Terry there, his first grab. As we do find Terry on the extended play. 18 yards, a quick hit to open the half. Also, I noticed ECU did go on to defeat number 2 Virginia Tech. Also, Georgia Tech, number 12, beats Notre Dame, who is number 11. And now 1st and 10 for the Golden Eagles. We'll go on a counter here for McBride. And a good play there. I believe that was Jones, the D-end that was Gross, the D-end we talked about earlier. A very good run stop, shedding the block. Now 2nd and 2. As we just give for McBride. Runs into his own man at the line. And again, no gain. And now we'll go with Flood here from the flex bone, hoping that Jones can get open there at the sideline. Walker takes the snap. And I saw the linebacker sitting down there betting, and we threw it anyways. Greg Walker's picked off. I saw that coming, but still, you stare down the barrel and you just stay there as Benton, a reserve linebacker here, is senior at 90 overall, but not a starting spot in the linebacking core, but on the field to make a big play there. So the West Virginia offense comes out flat, but the defense there to pick them up. Now they take over from the 42. Williams takes the snap. He has a man over the middle. That's Anderson. That'll go for 5. 2nd and 5. Williams takes another snap. I'll go with the check down there for Smallwood. He trucks Carter. He's not fumbling this time. Gets a little payback, and I'll take that for 13. West Virginia sets up shop now at the 24. Williams takes the snap. And Mark Henry can't come down with the interception. It couldn't be any easier. But we'll still take the incompletion now, 2nd and 10. Here we're sending a little pressure. Man coverage. Williams will dump that off for Smallwood, and Mike Johnson all over that. As that goes for -6, now 3rd and 16. We're going cover 3 now from Dime. 3rd and 16 from the 30. Williams takes the snap. Just dump that off for Moore, and Derek Perkins, the true freshman, a good stop there. Just 1 yard. And I'm not quite sure if this is field goal range for West Virginia. A 46-yard field goal attempt, and they're going to go for it. So make it a 1-point game. Kick is up. Looks long enough, and that does get in there. As West Virginia strikes here in the second half, 14-13. And as I said, ECU takes down Virginia Tech, number 2 Virginia Tech. Maybe the biggest win in Pirates program history. Marquette has struggled to put together a complete drive on their last few. Let's see what they can do here. Now a 1-point football game. They'll start this time again for Craig Jones, and he'll work that up the middle, only 3. Now 2nd and 7 as we hit the halfway point of this 3rd quarter. Walker takes the snap. We'll just dump that off for Terry. A short gain sets up a 3rd and 3. Marquette 0 for 5 on 3rd down. Looking to right the ship here. 3rd and 3, a good give for Jones, and a good run there for 7. Our running game has been held in check over the past couple weeks. Hence why we need to rely more so on the arm of Greg Walker. Now 1st and 10, we're going smash, but I think they might have this covered up pretty well. Might just have to dump it off for Craig Jones, as we do. And our offensive lineman there got in the way. I thought the ball was going to hit off him, but I guess we'll take 5. 2nd and 5 now. And we'll go back to Craig Jones this time via handoff, and he gets the 1st down. Marquette now at the 49, knocking on midfield's door. As they give it to McBride, a spin move as he's pushed ahead 3 yards. We have motion play action flood here. We might send pressure, so hopefully not a quick dump off for James. Hopefully we can get Terry, but we'll see what happens. And they do send some pressure. And it's batted at the line. Michael James cannot catch it on the ricochet. We had Terry wide open as well, but just a second late as they got in to disrupt that one. Now 3rd and 7. Trying to surprise them here with a run, but they're all over it. As that's sniffed out, it's Dukes. Barrett Dukes, a big tackle for loss on the gap shoot. And we had no chance. Like I said, typically, obviously, a passing situation. Trying to catch him off guard, though. Now Eddie Stevens on for another one. He has not had that good of a day. Gets this one off. That's towards the sideline. A better kick than earlier. As I think that bounces out at like the 7 or 8 yard line. A good one there from Eddie. West Virginia now from the 7, trailing by just 1 point. And I am going to miss Eddie Stevens next year. He's been our punter the last 4 years. I don't even remember who our punter was back in year 1. Wendell Smallwood, no gain, a good stop there at the line by Mike Johnson. 2nd and 10 as Moore goes split. Williams to pass. And he will just swing that out for Moore. Tackled by Aaron Clark, now 3rd and 2. Williams gets back. 3rd and short here. Well, Smallwood goes back into the backfield here for an option play. And Aaron Clark comes up with it. I don't know why we didn't run forward. It calls it a 76-yard rush for Aaron Clark. Yikes. What just happened there? He collected the pitch. And then the camera angle got all weird. He was going to run that in, but not so, I guess. So that's 2 turnovers forced here by Aaron Clark. And now 1st and goal. A huge swing here as Marquette takes over in striking distance. A 5-yard rush there from Walker, now inside the 5. And I wasn't going to call a play here, but I think we might have Mason if that linebacker blitzes. So one last play here in the 3rd quarter as the linebacker does drop back. Fakes it well. Try and get Childress there, and that goes astray. So a 3rd and goal to start the 4th quarter as Aaron Clark, a turnover machine in this one. Only 1 interception in his career entering this game, but now an interception and good heads-up play, tremendous instincts to corral that option pitch. Should have been, a scoop and score essentially, but the camera angle did some funky stuff on us and we ran backwards. But now a 3rd and goal from the 3, and I think we'll go with the trusty Z spot here. Out of a different formation. Actually, no, we're audible to a run here for McBride. They do pinch the line, but we'll give it to McBride. And he doesn't cross the plane. I'm not sure how that didn't cross the plane. But I think we'll go right back to a run here. 4th and goal from the inch-yard line. And they were telling us to kick a field goal. I don't like any of these suggested plays. So for one of the few times this season, we'll dip into the playbook and call our own play here. And McBride is going to stay out there with Harris as a lead blocker. And this should be an easy touchdown. McBride the give. And that would have been good from about 5 to 7 out as Marquette adds on off the turnover. A good start here to the 4th quarter as we're going to take an 8-point lead. And we'll get another studio update following the extra point. And a battle here of ranked Pac-12 teams. Number 9 USC at 5-0. Currently leading Arizona, number 16. The rankings are going to be absolutely crazy. It's going to be a complete turnover there, and I can't wait to check it out after this game along with our recruiting update. And this probably will be fielded by Larson there out of his own end zone. As we had there up the sideline, went off. I think they might be coming back though from a clip. Now 7:28 remaining, West Virginia down by 8 points. Williams another turnover last time out. And he's going to be sacked here. And I think that was Jake Witherspoon, the D tackle. And look at him getting low past the interior lineman there. Look at that. Good bend. Finesse on the inside. 2nd and 15. Now we'll just stick and dime for now. Stay with this cover 3. Williams kind of losing composure here as it goes on. As we're just about 7 minutes remaining in this game. Sitting in the pocket. And we'll find a man there on the dump off. Mark Henry there. A good hit. Now 3rd and 10. I also saw number 6 Alabama fell to number 15 Texas A&M. The Crimson Tide's 2nd loss of the season. A man downfield open. That's Harris. And a big catch there for West Virginia. But there is a flag. And another clipping call. No way. So that's Tony Moore, the tight end. And they still will get a 1st down, but it'll bring them back about 17 to their own 40. Certainly could have been worse there for West Virginia. The 1st down stands still a good gain through the air. Williams to pass. He's going to be sacked. That's Jerry Jones getting home again. His 2nd of the day. I think just his 1st or 2nd multi-sack game of his career. And he'd love to see that from the senior, part of our year 1 recruiting class. The Red River rivalry was also this week as Oklahoma took down Texas, and the Longhorns entered this week with the number 3 toughest place to play in the nation. Now 2nd and 17, they'll go for Harris, and that'll get only 3, now 3rd and 14. Already 39 pass attempts for Williams at up to 239 passing yards, touchdown and an interception, and a fumble lost is what they'll call it. They'll swing this out for Smallwood, as he's going to be stopped short of the first down. Only 7 now, 4th and 8. The Golden Eagles take over at the 18 now, 5:22 remaining. Trying to work some time off the clock. They'll start this drive, a give for McBride, and a good stand up there in the lane, only 1 yard. 2nd and 9 now, less than 5 minutes remaining. Walker takes the snap. And we'll dump that off for Josh Terry. Good block there, picked up. I think that was Richard Walker. And Terry worked that very well around the block to pick up another couple extra yards. Another fresh set here for Marquette. Walker takes another snap. We'll go for Jack Mason, and a good play on the ball there from Darian Howard. Stuck on Mason well. Forced the incompletion, now 2nd down. And I think we're going to go with hitch seam. I think we'll put Jones as an extra blocker. Depending where that single high safety goes, we might be able to get Terry. Although he is now backing to that side. Walker takes the snap. Rolls to the right, nothing open. We'll try and get Childress here at the sideline. And it was in the hands, but a tough catch there. A good play on the ball there from the corner. Now 3rd down. 3rd and 10 now. Surprised to see Marquette throw it on the first 2 plays of this series. And they will do so again here. Walker takes the snap. And I don't know what we're doing. We trying to force it, and Taylor with the interception. Oh my goodness. I was going to just run it up the sideline, try to work something. We had Childress. Should have went for Childress instead. And for the first time this season, Greg Walker picked off for more than once in a game. My goodness, not sure what we were doing there. A crucial mistake in that West Virginia new life. Turnovers really changing the trajectory of this game. A costly one earlier from West Virginia, and now maybe even a bigger one from Marquette, as Jerry Jones, his 3rd sack of the day. He's trying to single-handedly will us to victory. And he's working against a very good left tackle there, as we outlined earlier. But Williams just really struggling to sense pressure. A big pick-me-up for the defense following that harsh turnover. That was a really bad one. Still up in the turnover differential, though. We'll take that. Now Williams up the seam. And Kevin Davis able to close in on that and get a hand in. 3rd and 16 now for the Mountaineers. More than halfway through this 4th quarter now. West Virginia not good on 3rd down so far. This one 3rd and long. More in motion. As Williams takes the snap. And he does have a man there towards the sideline. That's Harris. A good close there from Perkins. Lost that battle in coverage. Now 4th and 5 from the 32. And they are going to go for it. 4th and 5, West Virginia at the 32. Williams takes the snap here. A big play. And so swing that out for Moore. And Mark Henry gets in to make the stop. A good stand up there. I thought Moore was easily going to get ahead for the first. But Mark Henry makes what could be the play of the day on that stop. We still have a lot of time left, 3:27, and we do need to string together a few first downs here. We'll start this time a give for Craig Jones as he works that for 2 yards. Our running game really struggling the past few weeks. I didn't think we were going to miss Dusty Alexander so much. I mean, McBride has filled in quite well. Had a 100-yard game here a few back, but otherwise kind of slow to get going. Now 3 minutes remaining, 2nd and 8. Walker takes the snap. I'll go there for Josh Terry underneath, and that'll get 4. Now 3rd and 4. 2 interceptions from Walker. That last one, that's going to haunt me. That was bad. 3rd and 4. We're going to go with the pass here. Less than 2.5 left now. 3rd and 4. Walker takes the snap. And I did not mean to throw that, but Mason comes up with it, going up and getting it. I don't know how he pulled that one off. His first catch of the day. And that brings us to the 41. I just got to start hitting random buttons, I guess. One of our biggest hits in the passing game. Didn't even mean to do that. As this 4th quarter winding down now. 2:10 remaining, and we'll just milk it down past 2 minutes. And now we are going to go with a play call here. As Jones, no yards up the middle, West Virginia starts calling timeouts. And we should be running it here, but Bobby Goss insists that we pass here. Pivot slants, big cushions on Coleman and Childress, so hoping one of them can break free, as Kyle Reese almost broke down on that one. Why are we throwing it? And now 3rd and 10. We are just going to go with a run play here. 3 tight ends on the field. Force them to burn another timeout. See if we can work into more favorable territory for a potential 4th down conversion, but that's not going to be the case. Another good gap shoot by this West Virginia defense. And a good defensive stand here to force another punt. Let's see if Eddie Stevens can get another good one. And now Stevens does get this one off. And that might be perfect. Looks like it went out maybe at the 3, the 2 or the 3. As we pin West Virginia back, and they're going to have to drive pretty much the entire course of the field, plus a 2-point conversion. All right, not as good as I thought. Went out at the 7, but we'll still take that. Williams and West Virginia backed up deep. 1 timeout, 1:45 remaining. And they'll just check that down for Smallwood, and he drops that, maybe on purpose. Now 1:42 remaining. Williams to pass. He has a man over the middle. That's Harris. He's been a big play threat in this one. And a big chunk there, 28 down to the 35-yard line. Now 1:36 remaining. West Virginia gets set. And we're remaining Clark there. And again, he finds Harris. A good completion, but what's the call? And it's going to be a face mask, so another 15 for West Virginia. And they're going to be at our 36 already. And what a flip already. As West Virginia in Marquette territory. Pretty well in, as now Smallwood a carry. Going to break a couple tackles and be brought down at the 22. 14 yards, just his 4th carry of the game. 1st and 10, West Virginia gets set back up. 1:25 remaining. And they have a man up the sideline. That's Shorts, his first catch. Their star receiver, as he works that inside the 10. We're going to bring a couple DBs here on a blitz, try and get home to Williams. They go play action here. And we do get home. That's Antonio Carr, though, off the edge. And a big-time sack, his 2nd of the game. Now a 2nd and goal from the 13 as we hit the minute mark in this game. See if West Virginia can answer. They go with the run here. Fogel breaks a tackle. And Mark Henry stacks him up there. Surprise run call. But Fogel gets 10. And now a 3rd and goal from the 2 for West Virginia. Williams, they hurry back, take a quick snap. And that's Roberson. He makes the catch and the touchdown. We had Walker there, a defensive lineman trying to stick on him underneath. But a good read there by Williams and a tremendous drive here at the end of the game to tie it up potentially. They still got to get the 2-point conversion. And what are they going to do here? They bring out 3 receivers, a tight end. And I think we're just going to go man here. They do go with the run. Clark was there in the lane, but he couldn't finish for the tackle as West Virginia knots it up with the 2-point conversion. 21-21 with 36 seconds. And now Williamson on for the return from the 3-yard line. See if he can bust a big one here. Decent lane as he does work that up to the 32. 33 seconds, all their timeouts for the Golden Eagles. We're just going to open up with verticals. We'll throw Mason on as an extra blocker. Roll to the right, see if maybe Coleman can streak open. And we are going to just roll to the right. Oh my goodness, we try to get Childress across the field, and Walker does not have that arm strength at all. His 3rd interception. I don't think we've thrown 3 in a game. We were trying to go for Childress, not even Terry there, all the way across the field. And my decision making in this game has been absolutely dreadful. Wow, I was not ready for this. How the tide has turned. West Virginia now at the 50, still a timeout, 23 seconds, plenty of time as Smallwood goes in motion out wide. They'll dump that off for more, a big hit from Jason Terry closing in. 2nd and 5 now, only 15. Are they going to call a timeout? They're just going to let it run down. Now 10 seconds. Williams takes the snap, still some time. And he has more over the middle. He makes the grab. We miss a tackle. And then they call a timeout. Looks like they're probably going to be in field goal range. So this will be a 42-yard kick, and we're going to ice the kicker, or at least try to. He already hit from beyond this spot, so we'll see. I think the wind is against him this time, though. I think it was 9-mile-per-hour winds. And what a collapse here. We're lucky if we can squeeze this into overtime. The kick is up, and it's wide left, and we survive for now. We're going to overtime, and this undefeated season still alive. Now the coin toss here, and we do win it, which is always clutch, and we'll start off on defense. So being that this is an overtime game, we're not going to get a recruiting update in this episode. These ones typically run longer, as you would expect. So unfortunately, we'll just have to get that in next episode. What is this, our 4th overtime game of the series. I think we are 2-1, 1-1 against Louisville, and then last time was at UCLA in the Kraft Fight Hunger Bowl, where we came away victorious, our first bowl win. Quick dump off there for Newberry, and he drops it. Williams, 51 pass attempts, and that's probably the most a quarterback has ever had against us. Now 2nd and 10, an undefeated season on the line for the Golden Eagles, 5-0 currently. Gonna go play action here, and that's a glitch, and Jerry Jones will take advantage. His 4th sack of the game, his 5th tackle for loss, and that sets a new school record. Good combo there. Went from high hands there, hand usage against the face and on the pull. And you don't want the glitch in this game, but it is what it is. Now 3rd and 12. You want to at least hold them to a field goal attempt. Don't want them to string together a first down right here. Williams takes the snap. And you just have a man up the sideline that shorts again. We didn't hear him at all in the first half, or really in the first 3 quarters, but making his presence known here in crunch time. A big hit there for West Virginia. This drive's still alive now. 1st and goal at the 6. Williams takes the snap. Has a man open there towards the sideline, and another drop. Harris drops that one, and that might have been a touchdown. We haven't brought pressure here in a while. We're going to go with a little corner crash. See if we can get home from the left side. Williams takes the snap. A man over the middle. That's Harris as they take the lead. We're going to have to answer now with a tutty. And this Greg Walker performance, 3 interceptions. That last one, I mean the last 2 really, just inexcusable. We got to be better. Now another studio update here from OT as Arizona hands USC their first loss. So a bunch of teams in the rankings falling this week. I mean, this one a matchup of ranked teams, but USC was undefeated inside the top 10. So pretty much the entire top 10. So pretty much like half of the top 10 has fallen this week. Marquette starts with 4 receivers. Walker takes the snap as we try to get Childress, but we don't respond there. That one did hit Childress, but just couldn't make the catch for whatever reason. Now 2nd and 10, we'll go with Craig Jones. Jones a good carry up the middle, gets 7. 3rd and 3 now. Here we're going to go with weak flood. Either Terry or try and just dump it off for Watkins. Walker takes the snap, and we're hit as we throw. And that'll bring up a 4th and 3. Now 4th and 3. I think we'll give it to Mario McBride here. And he stops short and we lose. We just gave this game away. It's usually how we fall. We just do it ourselves. As we fall here in overtime in Morgantown. A good performance here by West Virginia. They, stood us up there in the second half. Really stifled us, and our offensive flow the past few weeks has really struggled to get going. A tremendous performance by true freshman Michael Williams under center as he and the Mountaineers hand us our first loss of the season. And with that, we too are going to be falling out of the rankings. Horrible performance there down the stretch. All those interceptions obviously proving to be the difference. And a game we certainly should have won. But the offensive execution has really struggled here the past few weeks. So we're going to have to get it together in some way, shape, or form. But the Marquette Golden Eagles fall for the first time. And this is where I'm going to leave you, folks. Thank you so much for watching. I was hoping we could pull out maybe an undefeated season this year. But, we're still not quite ready for that type of national notoriety, recognition. We're not that far along yet in building of this program, of this dynasty, or potential dynasty, I should say. But we're certainly on the right track. The best season we've ever had so far to a season where our recruiting class is really coming around. And every year we're just getting bigger, faster, stronger. And the culture and foundation of this football program is just really coming to life more and more each season. Maybe the worst performance from Greg Walker, but we'll go back to the drawing board and, like I said, come back better next week in a home game against the Kansas State Wildcats. But as always, everybody, it's been real and be well. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.